Yeah, you know what time it is. When you hear that sound, it's time for What's Up Big Rapids. I'm Chris Jane.
I am Pat Brooks.
Before we even get started, I just want to say that no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you look like or what you've done, you are loved, you're valuable, and we appreciate even a moment of your time spent listening to a couple of jokers talk about local stuff. So let's get into it.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. Of course, start any show without subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend.
Yeah, it doesn't cost nothing.
Doesn't cost nothing.
Don't cost nothing.
Share. My family. I got to real quick. Thank you to all my loved ones who share. Are
people starting to say that they're seeing the show? Or
oh yeah,
the show?
I went and got a haircut yesterday, and a couple guys in there. Yep, seeing it. I have not too much consistency, but it's much like my history with podcasts is like maybe I'll get 20 minutes into a 40-minute show, and then I'll catch it next week.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, I appreciate any amount of time that that people want to tune in and check it out, because I've been wanting to do this show with you for a couple of years, regardless of whether anybody else feels like we need it or not. I've been looking forward to it all week, and I know that we're going to lose you for a few days down south for the Superbowl season, so I'm glad we got to get this in today.
Yeah, and thank you, everyone who bared with last week's video.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It was not Dom's fault.
It is not.
It wasn't the
100%.
producer's fault. It was my fault. It was the computer. We're running a system here, a shoestring system here of cameras and lights and sound and video stuff all rigged together with basically the stuff we could find around town, for the most part. And so
these are the sacrifices.
Yeah, we learned something. I hope
we did. Yeah.
And what we learned is it didn't seem to matter too much, though. The audio was great. People still seem to have listened and liked the show. So
yeah, the audio. I keep getting good feedback about the Spotify and Apple Pod. So of course you can always check it out there. Get the alerts to your phone as soon as it's uploaded. And I had somebody reach out before I even went to bed on Wednesday night. I already checked it out. I was like, that's awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah. So what else did you get into over the weekend since I saw you last?
I went and get started on a little tattoo.
Oh yeah,
on Friday. Yep, just started. Maybe we'll show you someday, but we're just getting started in it. The middle kid took up some of the time, so we just let him take care of business and get his done and over with, and I got started on mine.
Yeah, I'm never in any hurry with them. You know what I mean? Some people are like, let's go till it's done. I don't care. 6 hours, 8 hours, I don't care. I'm like, no. We could come back another day.
Well, some people get up worried about a finished piece, walking around with a half-finished piece. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I know it'll be finished at some point. But yeah. There's those 6-8 hours.
It took 2 years for my leg, my left leg, to get done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I pieced my left leg.
It could have taken 5 years. It wouldn't have mattered, because I hate getting my legs tattooed. Every minute was torture on that whole thing.
Yeah, so no, we got that in. Lots of work. I felt like I was working all day while he was getting his, and it's real estate's moving now. So things are
picking up.
Kind of bumping and moving, shaking. And then I checked out that Euchre tournament on Saturday there at the Elks, and that was a great time. The wife finished third.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
is that a money? Was that a money spot?
To be honest, I think it was, but I think she just gave it,
donated
back
it
to
nice.
The comfort home. I didn't know the intricacies and how the comfort home was built and what it actually. I've heard about it and things, and I know it's a good resource, but the history of it, you got to know a little bit
about the Misiola Comfort Home. It's also been known as the Curry Comfort Home. And that's what the benefactor of the tournament was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
now, I heard that you guys got to sort of round robin with different partners.
Yeah.
See, I didn't realize it was like that. That sounds really cool. You got to play with a bunch of people I love.
9 people that I had no idea. Maybe one person I knew who they were, but it was really cool. You just take your scores, go to the next table. They supplied with food. Of course, got the pitch on the Elks. They must not have watched the show and know that you already pitched me.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you. I mean, so now that you spent some time there, what do you think? Is that a group you might want to join?
It's a good environment, guys. There's good energy in there. Yeah. They're happy. They're willing to give back to the community, which is always a benefit. So
I would say one of the more aggressively generous groups. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm very proud to be an Elk, and their motto is Elks Care, Elks Share. And I've always found that to be the case. Those guys really will step up to make a whole bunch of food for for folks or whatever it might be.
Yeah, raffles all the time trying to generate money for people.
They're really good at that kind of thing.
No, that was
so
good.
They might be
good
the best
for
actually.
sure. And we probably, I know they're having another one. They mentioned it at their, so check their Facebook, and they'll be looking to do another one. I want to say it was in Lake County, if I remember right, because they service a wide area. And I'm pretty sure it was over towards the Lake County Baldwin area was the next one. But
cool.
It was a good time. I mean,
I'm glad you got to do that. It's really cool. I was trying to think, what did I do? I didn't get to go snowboarding all weekend because, like you said, real estate's been picking up. Was busy, but also I did manage to make it out to some of the Festival of the Arts events.
Fun.
Yep, including that opening kickoff concert. All right, so I mentioned it for a couple of weeks in a row that last Friday night was the official opening of, Festival of the Arts, the month-long event in Big Rapids where we play host to just dozens and dozens of sometimes nationally, sometimes internationally known artists of all media, right? Yeah. And Friday night was super, super fun and interesting. Maybe wasn't something I would normally have gone to, but they brought in this lovely young lady from the South, Phoebe White, who just has a striking character in her cowboy hat and her fringe shirt, and she sings cowboy songs and yodels. And was very tall, and who I fell in love with her bass player. She traveled with Ruth McLean, who is she's in the Hall of Fame for Kentucky bluegrass, but she was playing upright bass, just this tiny little woman, playing this gigantic instrument, huge smile on her face the whole time, just watching this young lady yodel and sing these old songs, and that was really, really cool. We stayed, and I brought the whole family out for it, and
they all enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, even Noble sat pretty well through it. It was, but yeah. Anyway, that was a fantastic event. In fact, my whole weekend I think was pretty much music related. And we had the most incredible night of worship at Res Life on Sunday night. Yep. And so I was on stage.
Electric guitar?
Yeah, electric guitar that night I was probably on that stage for almost 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, and I'm rubbing my knee, was because earlier that day I was going to a different rehearsal carrying a conga, carrying kind of a large drum on my shoulder. And I fell on the most solid ice outside of this rehearsal space. I hit the ground so hard, my knee, my elbow, the drum bounced off the ice and cracked. Yeah. I think I can fix it. And fortunately, I was able to get the job done with it. It still sounded surprisingly okay, but we both bounced off the ice pretty hard, and still feeling it. But
also be careful. I did 2 showings earlier today. Yeah. Those guys slipped on the curb, on ice. It's very slick in certain spots.
What happened is everything was melting. We had a serious melt going on, and then all this snow came. So there's like this nice layer of dusting over top of
hiding
a really, really serious amount of ice. So be careful out there, folks. It's only 6 more weeks. We can do it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Groundhog's Day was the other day. Honestly, you want to know the truth? I'm telling you the truth right now. Watch that movie on Sunday for the first time all the way through. I've never really watched it all the way to the end. It got so repetitive, and I was like,
You're just telling me this now.
Murray.
How have we not talked about this before?
I don't know.
That's like, I don't know what my favorite movie is for sure, but it definitely has Bill Murray in it.
Oh yeah,
and it might be Groundhog's Day. I think it's The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, but Groundhog's Day is. I mean, if I've watched it once, I've watched it 150 times.
We've seen this, right? And I was like, yeah. And then I started like chuckling towards the back half of the movie, and she's like, you haven't seen this, have you? And I'm like, I don't think I have. Which it was good. And yeah, Groundhogs.
Oh
6
man,
more
you
weeks.
make me want to watch it again right now.
It was good.
It just gets better and better. I love that one.
I feel like at our point in life, it's hard to have those moments where you like experience, especially something that's, a cult phenomenon type thing, like Bill Murray and Groundhog's Day. And to experience those things as an adult, you don't see those anymore.
Yeah, you're probably not going to fall in love with Star Wars as a 40-year-old guy, like you do when you're a kid. I guess there is a timing for things, but so you saw it all the way through, and did you love it?
I loved it. It was great.
Good.
Maybe I'll make it a annual thing. Maybe we'll check it out.
It typically is for me, but I didn't get to it this year.
Yeah,
Man. It
watched through a couple
me.
things, and it was right there on Prime. Of course, they're promoting it on Groundhog's Day. So we have like, why not? Let's check it out. And
6 weeks, though, is all. It seems like we're barely into this, and 6 weeks seems like it'll go by so quick.
I don't believe it. I really don't. It's been one of those winters. They told us it was supposed to be a nice, warm winter. We got snow in like November, and it has literally been here ever since.
Yeah, I don't remember what they said. I thought that, last year was much, drier or whatever. It was warmer. We really didn't get the snow or ice that we're used to. And so they had kind of, I thought we were going to get more snow this year. But either way, a couple months, we're out of it already. So
yeah.
Try to make the best of it.
Yeah, enjoy it while it's still here because it's going to stay cold. It's just, the snow will slowly
maybe there just won't be as much snow.
And things will start turning to green. But you went to the Festival of Arts last week, events and stuff. We got anything for this week?
Yeah.
Anything we want to highlight?
Yeah, there's a couple things I wanted people to know about. So, you can go to the Festival of the Arts. I think it's Festival Arts Michigan or something like that. But just go to the website. They've got the full booklet there. They've got the full calendar there. But just a few events that are coming up over the next, week until we see you guys next. I just wanted to point out just a couple things I thought were kind of cool. One is a play. It's called Wit. It's a play by Margaret Edson, and they're going to show it 3 times, it looks like, at least.
Starting Thursday?
Yep, Thursday through Saturday.
Yep. Oh, and Sunday.
Oh, you know what? So 4 opportunities to see this thing. And it's in the lower gallery at Artworks. And you know what? I don't want to spoil it. The description looks pretty cool. I would just say that anybody who's interested in healthcare or studying healthcare, this might be something you might want to go to.
Yep.
Sounds kind of serious. The next one is and so that starts Thursday, but like I said, runs through Sunday. Friday at 1:00. So if you've got a little time just after lunch this Friday the 7th, Dave Murray is going to be telling the story of the pavilion down in Mitchell Creek Park.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, sorry. Took me a second. Dave, was the head of the welding program at Ferris and was responsible, him and his students, for crafting that. And yeah, I'm going to be there because I think that's probably going to be fascinating.
Does it say in that book by any chance, real quick? When did they build that?
In 2015.
2015?
Can you believe it? It's already been 10 years.
Doesn't seem like.
That's
10 years.
That's wild. Yeah. I guess they started working on it in 2013.
Okay.
But yeah, 10 years
when
already.
I started working downtown, it was done. So that makes sense.
And then I got one for the kids. This is at the Card Wildlife Center. And if anybody's never been, we've got this incredible museum, like a wildlife museum, right on Ferris's campus. It's called the Card Riley, Conservation and Wildlife Education Center. And this Saturday at 11, they're doing something pretty cool. They've got a 3D printer and scanner in there. And so what they want to do is they want to show the kids how it can go from, the creature, they pick out the animal that they like, and then they will print them a 3D model of it for them to take.
That's fun.
I know. So they can learn a little bit about the new technology. They can learn a little bit about nature and conservation, but then they also get something they can leave with. And there's no cost for this event.
That's cool. I mean, if you can bring wildlife outdoors with a tech,
right here in Big Rapids, and you don't have to
yeah.
pay anything for it. Yeah.
I feel like when I was a kid, that was like, those are two opposite worlds, right? Get outside, put the video games down, ride your bikes, those types of things. And now here
the
we're getting a
card
crossover.
museum is open all the time. I mean, you could go in there, you could take your kids there once or twice a month as something, instead of driving to Grand Rapids or something like that. And kids never seem to get tired of looking at the animals, animals from all over the globe. And then the last thing that I also thought looked like could be for everybody is next Monday night at 7 at Emmanuel Lutheran Church. There's an event that's called Music and Art Therapy. And there's a couple of certified music and art therapists, and they're going to share the healing power of the arts. And they use simple approaches to get anybody. So it doesn't matter if you think you're artistic or not. They're promising that even you can enjoy and get some benefits from doing some art.
Music is so therapeutic to me. That's one of my arts that I just toss it on when you go for a walk, or that'll change your mood.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it all the time because I'm trying to prepare for my presentation later this month. Mine is called The Healing Power of the Drums, about the health benefits of group drumming, or that
That's
kind of
exciting.
thing. Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Awesome. I will, real quick, I want to give a shout out. We did get a request via the Facebook. Of course, always remember you can email us at whatsupbigrapids at gmail.com. Or also you can come in via Messenger and send us a message. But we did get reached out by one of the class advisors for the junior class. They're doing a quad raffle at the high school right now.
Big Rapids High School?
At Big Rapids High School. $20. They're trying to keep the prom tickets low ultimately, and they're doing this raffle to kind of.
So they're raffling off a quad?
Yeah, quad.
A four-wheeler? What kind?
A brand new Polaris Sportsman 570 quad. You also got an opportunity. There's some other prizes here. Golf book with golf at 33 courses in Northern Michigan. And then third prize is a sports fan package, which comes with a bunch of gift cards.
Oh, wow.
Some tickets to hockey.
You should read that off, bud. That actually looks fantastic. So the first prize is the quad, which looks pretty serious. Second prize is, it says it's a golf book to golf at 33 golf courses in Northern Michigan. I don't know if that means you literally get 33 coupons or greens fees paid for.
Being a second prize and
That'd
looking
be
at number 2.
Incredible prize.
It's got to be there. Yeah. And there's beautiful courses in Northern Michigan. Some of the best in the country. So.
That's quite an expensive prize if that's the case. And then because even cheap golf courses, it's $50. So all right, and then the third prize looks incredible as well. You get 2 tickets to FSU hockey, 2 tickets to FSU basketball, 4 tickets to Griffin hockey, a $50 gift card to Crankers, and a gift card for Ferris and Griffin's apparel. And then there's more. Oh my gosh, there's even more prizes. All right, so we don't need to read all this.
Yeah.
So they're only $10 a piece, right?
Yep, $10 a ticket. They're selling them at all home events, and the junior student council members are selling that to try and keep their costs down.
Okay, I see. If they don't hit 2,000 tickets, then the first prize is going to be $2,500. That's still incredible.
Yeah. Let's sell those 2,000 tickets though, guys.
Yeah,
get out there,
kidding.
support the junior class here. Some crazy some prizes here.
Drawing will be February 21st, so there's you've got a few weeks here to get in on this.
Yeah, for sure. And we've gotten a couple tickets. We'll probably grab a couple more. So increase our chances.
Should we give the contact info, or I guess they already know where to get these tickets?
Yeah, they can always all home games, basketball games. Any kind of events happening there at the high school, they're out there in the lobby selling them. So
all right, cool.
Yeah, let's get those out there, get those bought. So, all right.
What else we got?
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Yeah, I mean it's still a little early in terms of like what we are probably, but there's places that are booking up.
Yeah, a week and a half away. Now, what day does it fall on?
It's on a Saturday this year, which I mean, it's conveniently placed, and I think the wife has already started working on our plans. Mm-hmm. which is nice. And I don't have to this year.
I'm
But
guessing it's probably going to fall to me. That's usually a me thing.
I
She's
did-
like,
I
well,
really-
what did you set up?
yeah, right. Well, there are opportunities. We did see that the Blue Cow has got their menu out and ready, and I'm sure you can reach out to them and set your reservations up. Speaking of Blue Cow, you see the news on that?
Yeah, I did. I guess it's not a tremendous surprise that after, just so many years of, of operation and that the owners might want to retire at some point. I mean, that's not shocking, I guess, but it was a bit of a surprise to find out that they are, looking for someone to, it sounded to me like maybe someone to take over and, buy everything and carry on.
Yeah, keep a nice, fine dining restaurant in Big Rapids. Yeah. Which is, please.
Yeah.
If you're out there in the depths of the internet and you are an investor in this type of restaurant, please do not let this go away.
Yeah, or you know of some great restaurants who are just killing it in other places here in northern Michigan that may want to, bring their fare over this way.
Yeah. I know there's plenty of group. I know there's that Grand Rapids group that has tons of those restaurants down there, all kind of similar to the Blue Cow. I can't remember the group off my head, but there's got to be multiple ones of those across Michigan. So
yeah, or just somebody, I have the last year or two, it seems like there's been a few restaurants where they, it's like they're doing so well in Holland that then they build one in Grand Rapids and then they build one in Rockford and, or something like that. But
anyways, yeah, so they got their menu out. You can kind of see what they're planning up for Valentine's Day. We also have, they're booking tickets right now at the Peaks for their evening of romance. It looks like actually they'll have live music there with food, including ribeye for dinner, some tiger shrimp etouffee, and other items.
wow,
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
and our guy Stanley and Quiggle will be there.
Oh, is that his plan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I love those guys.
That's cool.
We were there this last week. Food was wonderful. The atmosphere was great. The equipment that was set up for us was perfect. They did a great job of hosting, the Rotary event that we had there. So I was bummed I couldn't make it out there. I think it was last night. I think it was last night. They had the mushroom.
That's right.
That
We talked about
mushroom
that last
cooking
week.
demonstration thing as part of Festival of the Arts. I would have loved to have gone to that, but nobody in the house wanted to go with me. I'm the only mushroom eater.
Yeah.
So
They got events for sale. You can go to their Facebook and check it out.
what are you going to get your wife? Now you don't have to tell. Now listen, this does not leave this room. Whatever he says. Okay, but what are you thinking about? What are you typically like? Flowers and chocolate, or what?
Yeah. I try to. So for starters, I don't buy dead flowers.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means that they've been killed and then put into a vase.
Okay,
the roots have been cut from them, and they will soon die.
I'm not sure what other flowers I
don't.
buy.
I think it's a waste of money. I'm not gonna lie. Give me something with some dirt, and I'm not gonna lie. There, if you buy them, chances are it's probably going to die on you too, but it comes with a pot with some soil.
I
in
see.
It,
so you prefer to buy a plant rather than
plant.
like a dozen roses or whatever.
Yep. Although I'm sure the wife enjoys.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Well,
I get them sometimes. Don't get me wrong. But.
Yeah, and roses are meant to be enjoyed. I suppose they only live so long, and the bush keeps producing them. So
yeah.
But you're right.
Outside of that,
nothing about it is practical. But that's
my love language is gift giving, so I find some way to. Maybe I've bought in sneakers, obviously a sneakerhead. I bought my wife sneakers in the past, and fun fact, I actually proposed to my wife on Valentine's Day.
Oh, is that right?
Or the day before Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
while she was at work.
Oh wow,
fun. But
so it's sort of a special kind of day for you guys. That's cool.
We've gotten.
See, my wife's
It's a good time for us, for
birthday
sure.
falls so soon after Valentine's Day that it's always, we're always planning sort of a larger thing for her birthday.
Yep.
So typically for Valentine's, we'll just try to do something, go out to dinner,
Eat
something
good,
like
right?
that.
I mean,
eat
eat
something
something
good,
delicious.
spend a little time together. But I usually, I'm a sucker for Patterson's, flower delivery. It's pretty easy. Nice way to.
That's speaking of. Actually, I wanted to bring them up because they posted the other day, guaranteed delivery if you get it in by like, it was actually, there's another one. This says the 27th, but I seen one for the 2nd. And
Okay.
Get them in now. If you want to guarantee you're getting those deliveries in, Patterson's here in town, they'll hook you up for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. They're great. And you can, if you're not exactly sure what you want, they're really great about suggesting something, but also you can walk in and just sort of, they'll help you kind of see what catches your eye a little bit. I will put, yeah, we can, and they can make something with,
Yeah, they got that, the cooler there. You can just
yeah,
go
exactly
in
right.
and
You
be like,
go
I want
in
one
and
of
be like,
those,
well,
one
this
of
looks
those.
very pretty. And they're like, okay, well, we could do like this and some of that. And
Sometimes they got some crazy flowers in there, though. Like things I've never even seen before. And it's kind of cool just to even go in there and just check it out, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I can get overwhelmed in that place pretty easy. There's a lot of, between the candy and the chocolates and then the flowers and the gifts,
All
and
the gifts
ornaments and what else, whatnot. So
Yeah, in terms of Valentine's, just let the wife handle it this year if that's what she's wanting. I'll try and hook her up with something nice. Show her my
right.
love.
well, we'll regroup afterwards. We'll see how it went or how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if you are out there and you know of something that's happening that maybe we didn't mention, always you can
please send us a
send
link.
it to us.
Yeah.
Put it in the comment sections. We'll get it out there even if
we
it's
can
between
even
pods,
just
too.
post it on the page. If nothing else, share it.
Yeah, spread the word. It's a good time for businesses in the area, much like any other holiday. So, yeah, I know they're all booking now. So, anything? What else is new?
Well, I was kind of hoping that maybe our podcast could be represented in the Polar Plunge.
This again.
The Polar Plunge is coming up. That's something they do right out on the street in front of the Elks, right on Michigan Avenue. They kind of block down that little corner, and they set up a huge tank, and people go all out for it. They dress up or dress down. They do flips into the water. They do different things. But it's all a big fundraising thing. And so I've been trying to convince Pat that he should represent the pod and do the Polar Plunge. I suppose, maybe we could get Dominic to do it as well. All I know is that I don't want to do it.
All right, so there's no chance all three of us are doing it then.
Oh gosh,
'Cause
that may be the only other option would be that we all we all do it. But no, I was just sort of hoping you'd do it and then I could report on it. You know what I mean?
I think we should vote on who of the three of us should do it.
Oh no, I don't know if this is it. Yeah, that's easy.
That's
I think
easy.
we should. Dom
I think Dom should do it.
Done. Okay.
Good idea. Perfect.
So when is it?
Book it. So they do have the event page on Facebook. They have flyers all around town. Saturday, February 22nd.
Oh, this is only a few weeks away.
It is a few weeks away, and it's early in the morning, 10:30. Be bold and get cold.
Be bold and get cold. That's really cool. Looks like quite a few people have already responded too. This could be fun.
Yeah, 109 already responded. Get your tickets there.
This is going to be great. We will we'll film Dom plunging. We'll do some sort of a donation in his name.
Yeah, 100%.
In his honor.
Yes.
Who is the beneficiary?
Special Olympics of Michigan athletes program.
Love that.
I believe, if I remember right, I think that's
So it'll be
every
nothing
year.
but positivity around that place.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it says the Big Rapids Plunge and Parade of Costumes begins at 12:30, and registration opens at 10:30 a.m.
Oh,
So,
okay.
bright
So
and
it
early.
starts at 10:30, but then the big plunge is a little bit later, 12:30.
Yep, plungemi.org.
And yeah, see, I
to
knew
register.
costumes were a part of it. I've seen that in the past that people tend to dress up.
Oh yeah, me too. Yep.
I'm going to dress up
Superheroes and
as a seal, as an Arctic seal.
I'm gonna dress up as
a walrus.
a deep sea.
Yeah, there you go.
Something with-
Like a deep sea diver.
Yeah, I won't get cold.
Yeah.
A little neoprene suit and. Yeah, no, that is February 22nd. They are signing up now, so get out there, get your teams together, jump with some other people.
There you go.
Get your works involved, all that kind of stuff. There's
Make it fun.
for sure. No, that I've never done. Have you ever done a polar plunge?
Well,
before?
I've done some ice plunges before, and you know what? To be honest, it's awful for that second, but then you feel exhilarated when you get out.
You really do.
There's a real benefit to doing something like that too.
I did the ice bucket.
Oh, yeah?
The
Oh, yeah, I
the
remember
crazy
that.
thing about the ice bucket is it was a a trend in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're just cooling down a little bit for literally a split second. But the one that I remember vividly was the one where you had to kind of like run into the lake. Like, I nominate, I don't remember if it was ALS or something like that challenge. Yeah. And there's a video somewhere of me running into a lake. But you're right. It's freezing cold for like 5 seconds. But then all of a sudden,
after you realize you won't die, you feel really good.
Yeah. It's definitely, have you ever did a cold, like one of those cold tubs where you just sit on for hours?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I used to really want one. We had a sauna and I wanted to be able to do one to the other. But anyway, yeah, these days I just settle for a hot tub.
Yeah, that's
what I mean. I'm kind of missing a hot tub. But yep. What else is up? What's up for families?
So I found this earlier. It looks like it's called Big Rapids Winterventures. #1 painting at Artworks. Sign your kids up for a free painting session at Artworks. That's this weekend. Session 1 is at 10 a.m. to 11, and session 2, 11 to 12.
Yeah.
Kids 1st through 5th grade.
So this is something really cool that the city is doing to Parks and Rec. Okay, this is their Big Rapids Winterventures, they're calling it, which I think is awesome. And so this is just the first adventure is a painting workshop at Artworks, it looks like. And free, guys, 2 sessions. Any kid, 1st to 5th grade. And this one is going to be February 8th, but there are others. So my advice is go to the City of Big Rapids Parks and Recreation Facebook page, and you'll see the link to sign up.
Yeah, get your kids signed up.
Heck yeah.
They're pushing their what kid does not like to paint?
Yeah, who doesn't want to hang out? Plus,
Unless
this is only the first. This is only the first, winter venture. There's going to be a lot of winter ventures.
Well, hopefully 6 weeks.
6 weeks worth of, hopefully 6 weeks worth of winter ventures. So,
also, I thought it was kind of cool. I seen this article in the Pioneer, and it blew my mind. Is the United Methodist Church offers free community dinners every Thursday? Yes. Kathy Crew on that, right? I just thought that every Thursday, and if you get into it, it basically says that they're doing these every Thursday.
For years now.
For years.
Yeah.
I think 11 years. I think I seen. If you guys are hungry on a Thursday night, looking for something to do, looking for a networking event, looking to give back, looking to do really anything, I'm sure the people at United Methodist Church would offer you.
I'm sure they would. Plus, I'm just glad we're just giving them a shout out. Scroll down a little bit. Hopefully, people can see.
11 years. Yep.
Yeah, 11 years. You don't even have to tell them you're coming. They make food every week and it's there. So this is the kind of stuff I want to highlight. These are just volunteers. They spend about 6 hours at a time. They got 4 cooks who trade off, and some of them even cook some of the stuff at home, to bring in. So this is like a labor of love these folks are doing. Looks like really hearty foods every week. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, you know what? God bless you guys. Good work. Way to raise the bar.
Yeah, and I know this is one of many. So if your organization also does this or does something similar, or something,
just another resource we want
to get it out
to
us. We will give you a plug because this is awesome. I mean, there's people that sometimes don't get to sit down and enjoy meals with people. So, maybe they're eating alone and stuff.
Yeah, it could just be that maybe it's not that you necessarily need the food, but maybe the companionship.
Yeah, I mean, college kids who eat out every single night, maybe miss mom's cooking. Yeah, here's a good opportunity to get some meatloaf and spaghetti.
Maybe an international student. I don't know how many international, how big our international audience is.
Reach.
Ni hao. Hello. Welcome. We're so glad to have you, but I know a lot of those kids do not, they don't really get invited to American homes to eat dinner much. This could be a nice way to meet some people. But anyway, what else?
Yeah. I think that's it.
That for this week?
I think that's it for this week, of course.
Well, what I know you're taking off. What's the big Super Bowl plan?
Yeah, so we plan this obviously towards the beginning of the year. I kind of talked about it a little bit last week. We're hoping for the best, the Lions and all that, but we're going down to New Orleans. I leave tomorrow. We're going to drive down, me and a buddy. our business partner lives down there, so we'll stay with him and stay at his house and whatnot, and looking to get away. I think it's that time of the year. We don't necessarily have huge spring break plans, so if we can get away for a couple days. I hear the weather's beautiful down there, and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people. I know that. I think that's the one thing I'm kind of bracing myself for. But we get down to New Orleans, and we try to at least every couple years at the bare minimum, if not every year, and enjoy the food, enjoy the scenery. But people are wonderfully nice. And I'm going to try and do some Super Bowl stuff. I know there's the media row segment that you can get in there and kind of, see some celebrities.
Yeah, I know you're always into that stuff.
Autographs and
You could not. I don't know if there's even an amount of money that I would take to go force myself to stand it, because like this guy, what was it? This last year, you went down
to the draft,
and you stood there in the same spot.
7 hours
for like ever.
Yeah, six hours in the exact same spot.
People were miserable.
300,000 people surrounding. I've never been in a spot with that many people in my entire life.
People couldn't get to the restroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's not, like, to me, nothing about that seems like something that I want to
it would be good. We're definitely going to enjoy the sights. I've already kind of seen some stuff on Instagram.
New Orleans
and
is
stuff.
like, because of how old it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so much older than anything else that we, like, as Midwestern Americans or whatever, we don't see anything that old, like, ever.
And the whole city is that
and the
way
whole
too.
city, except, what has been burned and rebuilt. Even the parts that have been rebuilt are older than, a lot of the stuff around here. So I'm a sucker for the architecture. I can just look at their music, the weird
the French
shotgun houses and different shaped structures.
Yeah, it's so tight.
Tight but ornate a lot of times. And I love the food, love the music.
Structures themselves, the way they built them back then. Yeah. You can tell that New Orleans was built different than the rest of the country was. You just
built by
you get
like
down.
European craftsmen.
Yeah, 100%. With the way they do their windows and their doors and just everything. It is, we already got some crazy dinner plans, a couple places. We'll probably go to the casino, see if we can run into somebody.
I was going to say, do we know?
That's probably the best place to see.
I wonder if any super fans from Big Rapids are actually... Like, do you know anyone who's going to the Super Bowl? I don't.
No, I know of some Eagles fans. I got some family that are some Chiefs fans, but not necessarily anybody that's going down for that. So, I don't know. I guess we'll root for the Eagles just because I keep seeing that Chiefs have permission to use the term three-peat now. Pat Riley.
Did they have to get it from
Pat
the Bulls?
Riley bought it with the Bulls or the Lakers. The Lakers. I think it was the Lakers. Anyways, they had to get permission to use the term three-peat if they win.
Wow.
I don't know if that's league driven or not, but
there's like a lot
I'm
of
rooting for the Eagles.
There's like seems to be a lot of fan conspiracies about about there being some big.
Have you watched a Chiefs game this year?
Well, I think I mentioned it last week that it seems like pretty one-sided on the refereeing, but everybody tries to protect the champ. I guess they're always going to get a little bit of a benefit.
Very true.
But
and Mahomes is very talented. I don't think anybody's going to take that away from him.
Yeah, but you know what? You've swayed me.
Yeah.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Go Saquon. I'm rooting for Saquon, man. The term rotted isn't that great, but the Giants didn't take good care of him, and then to kind of leave him high and dry for. To allow him to go to Philly was kind of crazy too.
High and dry. What is the deal with one of the greatest European basketball players?
Oh, Luka,
alive today, being just treated to seem like sort of. Tell me about it. I don't know anything. You tell me.
So obviously you're referring to Luka Doncic getting traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. One of those things that you don't generally see in sports at all. Superstar for superstar, every once in a while, global foundational piece like Luka for another superstar, totally unheard of. I do, as kind of get into the news a little bit. He lost $116 million because now he can't sign a supermax because he's not with the same team that drafted him. So instantly his ability to sign a contract is, yeah, that's tough. I also heard that he bought a $15 million house a week before.
Gosh, and in this market.
And oh, by the way, he's going to California instead of Texas. So I'm sure there's some taxes that are going to be a little bit different. Yeah. I mean, playing with LeBron, it's probably a dream of his. I mean, he kind of plays a little bit like LeBron anyways, and without the crazy athleticism. But I don't know how it works. Do you think this was initiated by LA, or it sounded like it was personal. Dallas. It was Dallas who was kind of just fed up. I mean, the GM, it sounds like, is coming after his inability to stay in shape. As a teammate, I don't know if he's the best teammate. I heard Jason Kidd had no idea. So the Dallas coach there had no idea. I heard LeBron had no idea, and that's wild because LeBron knows everything that's happening in the entire world. So why didn't he know what's happening on his own team? That's kind of crazy. And it was just sounded like it was a GM kind of working magic, and one wanting to get rid of another and wanted to get something back. And I think Dallas got something back. I don't know if it's exactly enough for a global 25-year-old MVP, type of player. But no, you don't generally see those kinds of things. It's kind of crazy. And it's NBA trade week anyway, so you'll see some more pieces moving and all that kind of stuff.
Now you follow what you call sports Twitter.
Oh yeah,
is that right?
Yeah.
I would imagine that blew right up.
Oh yeah, I mean the sports Twitter, if those that don't know, is the wild west of people's opinions with anything sports related, and of course both GMs got lit up. Players, the memes. It was a good time. I'm not gonna lie, but no, it was. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it works out for both teams and moving forward. Yeah, but did you real quick? Did you watch the Grammys on Sunday?
I didn't. I kind of guess I'm maybe glad I didn't watch it. I woke up to some of the news and the headlines and stuff like that. Dude,
yeah, I don't know if I've watched the Grammys in a very long time.
All I'm really seeing is about Kanye and his wife. You know what I mean? Like,
he got kicked out.
Well, of course. Who treats their wife like that? You know that I've respected him in the past. I've liked his music. The word genius has been thrown around, but mental illness or something. Who treats someone they love like that?
I don't know.
Not anybody.
In terms of treating people, how about Kendrick Lamar treating Drake that way and then getting 5 Grammys for it?
Well, I kind of missed. I wish you would have kept me a little bit more up to date on that beef when it was happening, because I missed a lot of the play-by-play, of the back and forth. It sounds like it was pretty one-sided, like that it was a kind of a
JV varsity game type thing.
Exactly right. Like it was a different league kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's not to say anything about Drake. I mean, he's won many Grammys himself.
I've often heard that the entire music business relies on him.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. If Drake's doing well,
he's that big of a.
He's like the NASDAQ, right? If he's doing well, the music's doing well.
I can't even name a single song of his.
Fair.
I just don't know him at all. Now Kendrick Lamar, I've loved many of his albums. I've listened to him. But
5 Grammys for a diss track is insane.
That is crazy. But people seemed. People seem to scoff at a lot of the awards this year. I
did hear that too.
Yeah. So
Beyonce and her country album, I know that got pushed back, and I
sure
do not have an opinion. I don't know if I heard it. I
can't remember if I heard any of those songs. Now I did hear Post Malone's
his
country album this year. Siobhan listened to a lot of that, and some of that was all right.
Yeah.
Did he win anything?
I don't think so. I think it's probably because of. That's outside of his genre, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of.
It worked for Bay, I guess.
It did.
So
Queen of Pop is now a Grammy award-winning country.
So it goes. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Like, what's it matter?
I ain't gonna change my opinion about none of them. So
well, tell you what. I wanted to bring this up, and this is more visual, so hopefully you guys can see me. Even if you can, I guess I can talk about it. But I just was given one of these today. These are sort of hot off the press. A lot of people know you are on the Chamber board, the Chamber of Commerce. We've also got the Downtown Business Association. We've got Band of Locals. But one of the groups that's been kind of, around a long time, but at the moment has been a little bit inactive, has been the Visitor Center.
Convention.
Visitor. Yep, exactly right. They're kind of calling it the Visitor Center now, but it's the same thing, the Visitors Bureau or Convention Bureau or whatever. And essentially that is the group that, because we have hotels in Big Rapids, there's a surcharge, and that money goes to help us advertise our area so that we can actually market
to outside of Mecosta County.
Yeah. And so that's what they're doing. And one of the things they put together is this. It's called the Mecosta County Visitors Magazine for 2025, and it's serious. It's like a solid. It's not like a pamphlet. It's a real magazine, full color, beautiful shots of Big Rapids, beautiful shots of Canadian lakes, of the Dragon Trail.
Ferris, I see from here.
A list of all the parks and trails.
Fun.
And it looks to me like there's 15 of them at least, maybe 20. Whole thing about the Dragon's Trail, which if you don't know, the Dragon's Trail just was finally completed like in November, but we started building it in 2019. And a lot of the organizations around here contributed to make it a reality, but the Visitors Center I know was one of the first. But it's a 45-mile biking, hiking trail, multi-use trail that is it goes across a whole bunch of dams, and
this kind of engulfs that Muskegon River.
Our
portion
beautiful views of the river, and I'm being told it's quickly becoming one of the top destinations for mountain bikers and things like that.
That's awesome.
So that's going to end up bringing hundreds of thousands of
Yes.
people to our area
That's
every
awesome.
year. And we in Big Rapids are sort of set up perfectly to be the place where they will stay. And I think if we can get people to come and stay here and visit us, they'll hopefully fall in love with us.
Yeah,
So
they'll come on back.
yeah, they'll come on back, hopefully. Yeah. What else we got, my man?
Real quick, I got a little bit more deets on that business Rise and Shine through the Chamber.
Perfect.
That is February 13th. That is doors open at 7:30. Demonstration starts at 8:30. John Crowley is going to talk about tax changes for this year coming up. It's just a learning experience. Their breakfast will be available for $10. That is a Thursday morning, the 13th. So put that on your calendar. So besides that
sounds kind of nice. He's going to just sort of give an update from a CPA.
Yeah, some of the tax changes that happened this year for small businesses and stuff. So back to our point about small businesses, tons of resources, and here's another one. So I know the Chamber wants to do more of these. They want to do these learning experiences to kind of help educate small businesses and the community.
Like every month.
Yeah. That's what they're going to aim for, is bringing those back too. So every month we got the networking event after, your after hours, but then also that educational piece in the morning.
Got you. So once again, that's the day before. So that's next Friday, the 13th. Doors open at 7:30 and demo starts at 8:30.
Yeah, well, we'll get an event up on Facebook so you can track it there.
That's
too.
probably what we should do more of. This week, because the video from last week was so glitchy, I didn't post as many reels and clips and stuff. But this week we'll try to do a little bit better about that. But we'll also, if you guys send us flyers or events that you're having, we will try to post them on the page and make sure that those get shared around as well. So, and you can do that through Facebook or, like we had said before, whatsupbigrapids@gmail.com. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for sharing these and for subscribing. Even if it's not something that you think that you'll listen to the whole thing or that you'll listen to every week. It certainly would help us just to have you subscribe on all the different platforms, follow,
comment,
like, even just one time. It helps the algorithms know that real people are, besides just Pat and I and our moms, that real people are watching and listening to these, and then they'll start suggesting them to other people around us.
Yeah. No, the feedback has been awesome, and I get people that coming up to me. I seen your podcast. I have no idea who you are, but I really appreciate it.
Well, there you go.
Really, really love it.
See, I knew that it wouldn't take long.
No.
And that would happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people have been asking me, hey, who's that guy you're doing a podcast with? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, see your show. Who is that guy?
Who is that guy? I've never even seen him before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
No, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So
yeah, me too.
I'll see you when I get back.
Yeah, exactly right. Next week we will be we'll have some more Valentine's Day resources that'll be coming right up on us. Mm-hmm. Talk about the next bunch of Festival of the Arts stuff.
Yeah, I seen a couple other things that are to talk about too next week.
Yeah,
so
well, good. So we got some stuff there. All right. Well, we are coming right up on an hour. I mean, like within 1 minute, my man. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We're getting there.
We're trying to do our best to make these shows an hour long so that they're more digestible on different formats and different platforms. But yeah, I just want to say that I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I appreciate what you're going through right now, the kind of time you're having. It's there's a lot of struggles happening right now, and even though we're not necessarily in that specific situation, we sympathize, and we are pulling for you and rooting for you.
100%.
So anyway, all right. Well, that's what's up for this week. I'm Chris Jane,
and I'm Pat Brooks.
Just remember, kids, kindness is contagious. Okay, if you see someone that doesn't feel like they're fitting in, feels out of place or uncomfortable, bring them in. Okay, make them feel comfortable. That's how you build community. Mm-hmm. That's how you build a team. All right, that's it for this week. Enjoy it. Hit the music.